thoughts in a neurograde. Voices echo but I can't be saved. Heartbeat trapped where the shadows wait. Lost in the code that I tried to break. Read my thoughts in a neurograde. Rosters echo but I can't be saved. Heartbeat trapped where the shadows wait. Lost in the code that I tried to break. I hear the metal in my chest, rusting slower, fears infest. Every breath becomes a test, crawling through the things I've repressed. 1,000 ghosts in memory lanes, dragging chains through broken frames. Every whisper says my name, pulling me back to where I came. But I still stand, though fractured clean, living inside a haunted screen. I face the dark that's in between the life I lived and the one unseen. Bury my thoughts in a neurograde. Voices echo but I can't be saved. Heartbeat trapped where the shadows wait. Lost in the code that I tried to break. Bury my thoughts in a neurograde. Voices echo but I can't be saved. Heartbeat trapped where the shadows wait. Lost in the code that I tried to break. Pixel tears fall from my eyes, dripping truths I can't disguise. Every lie I memorize becomes a glitch I can't revise. I walk the data's endless nights, searching for a distant light. But every step just reunites the wars I lose, but still I fight. Silence screaming in my head, lines of code around me spread. Even if my hope is dead, I rise again from what I shed. Neurograde beneath my skin, where all endings can begin. I crawl out from deep within, reborn from loss, rebuilt from sin. I'm a night breaker cutting through the dark. Fire in my soul like a flame to spark. Enemies hide when they hear my mark. I'm moving silence but I hear a shot. I'm a night breaker cutting through the dark. Fire in my soul like a flame to spark. Enemies hide when they hear my mark. I'm moving silence but I hear a shot. Late night creeping shadows on my feet. Voices in my head saying don't retreat. Life keep punching but I never see defeat. I rise every time like the heat in the street. Power in my blood and the hunger in my eyes. Walking through the lies where the fallen soul cries. Never bow down, only real ones rise. I'm built from the storm, made strong by the skies. Every step I take a thunder in the ground. When the lights go out, that's when I'm found. Breaking every wall, never backing down. King of the night, I don't need a crown. I'm a night breaker cutting through the dark. Fire in my soul like a flame to spark. Enemies hide when they hear my mark. I'm moving silence but I hear a sharp. Cold winds blowing but my heart stay high. Focus on the mission, giving everything I got. Seen many fail trying to take my spot, but I stand tall even when I'm in the night. My shadow moves first when the fear kicks in. Survived every battle, yeah, I fight to win. Demons on my back, but I walk with a grin. Cause I break the chains every time they dig in. Nightbreaker rising stronger than before. Every scar I carry just opens new doors. If darkness wants war, I'll give them more. I'm built for the chaos they can't ignore. When the night falls deep, I come alive. Fighting every ghost just to survive. Nightbreaker stands, I thrive. Fear my name every time I arrive. Cold winds crawl I'm trembling like a violin made of bone. Glass shards on the ground glimmer like constellations that fell too soon. A heartbeat echoes, slow, hollow, uneven, as if something deep within is trying to wake. Every whisper in the dark sounds like a forgotten lullaby, but twisted, warped, fractured beyond recognition. The night is listening, the walls are breathing, and silence feels like it's about to snap. I've been holding conversations with the shadows in my room. They tell me every secret I bury beneath the gloom. Every scar becomes a chapter, every tear a burning thread, and the memories are silent still echo in my head. Yeah, I walk through all the fault lines underneath my broken past, trying not to crumble under truths I learned too fast. I stitch my heart with caution, but the seams are wearing thin, and the nightmares I escape from find a way to crawl back in. I'm trembling like a lantern in a storm that never sleeps, a fragile glow of hope inside the valley where it weeps. Still I drag myself through darkness even when the path is blurred, cause I learned that healing starts in pain that's too deep to be heard. Night fractures serenade, singing through the cracks I made. Every broken piece I saved still echoes like a war I brave. I rise from the wounds I fear, stand firm even when the nights appear. The chorus of my shattered past becomes the strength that burns at last. Sometimes the quiet moments hit the hardest on my chest, when the silence cuts so deeply that it steals away my breath. I've been tracing every failure like a map to something lost, trying to measure all the suffering and ask myself the cost. I've been fighting with my shadows till I barely feel alive, but the battlefield within me is where I learn to survive. The ruins of my innocence still echo in the dust, but the monster I've become is born from my breaking from trust. I've heard voices in the distance calling out my own regrets, but I'm stronger than the fears that try to tie me in the nets. The fractures in my heart are not disasters to erase, they're the architecture rising from the pain I had to face. Listen close, can you hear it? That trembling note, that lonely spirit, the melody inside the scar, the echo from a life too far. Don't be afraid, even broken things can sing. Let the night split open like thunder in your veins. Let the fractures in your chest ignite the change. Let the cracks turn into pathways for the flame. Let the whole abyss remember your name. Night fractures serenade, singing through the cracks I made. Every broken piece I saved still echoes like a war I braved. I rise from the wounds I feared, stand firm even when the nights appear. The chorus of my shattered past becomes the strength that burns at last. The melody fades, drifting like smoke from a candle drowned in rain. Shadows soften, walls exhale, and the silence becomes gentle again. But even as the night settles, even when the sorrow sleeps, the serenade remains faint in the chest, a reminder that every fracture can still sing. Call from the nine, mother deep in the static. Her voice cuts through like something traumatic. Signals bending, breaking through your mind, dragging every fear you try to leave behind. She speaks in pulses, rhythm dripping cold, echoes of truths you never told. You follow the hum though it feels unwise, as a whisper folds into your eyes. You wander through halls of electric dust, hearing memories corrode in a rust. The night mother hums an abandoned light, a lullaby call from endless night. clings to you, refusing to die. Frequencies clawing under your skin. 100 chords pulling you in. Call from the night, mother deep in the static. Her voice cuts through like something traumatic. Signals bending, breaking through your mind. Dragging every fear you try to leave behind. And she speaks in pulses, rhythm dripping cold. Echoes of truth you never told. You follow the hum, though it feels unwise, as a whisper falls into your eye. Your spine trembles like a fractured wire. Sparks of terror colliding with desire. You chase a voice through the darkened coil. Past ruins drenched in mental spoil. Each step feels like a coded plea, a glitch inside your memory. You strain to see your hidden face, but all you find is empty space. She's in the quiet, she's in the heart. She waits, you come. Break from the grip of a spectral hold. Shatter the frequency I see in cold gold. Rip through the static that binds your breath. Fight the signal that drags you toward death. Your cold face slow into the wire. A dying ember, phantom fire. But the echo lingers in your chest, daring your heartbeat to rest. Pulsing static, heartbeat glitching, heavy, erratic. Caught in the dark where the shadows are at it. I move in the silence, cold and automatic. Night wire, buried in a neon flood. Fighting all the echoes that drip like blood. If I fall tonight, then I fall for good. Still I rise from the nights no one understood. Late nights turn me into something else. A ghost in the mirror, afraid of myself. Breathing through storms that crumble my health, but I carry my scars like gold on a shelf. I walk past dreams that never survive, past versions of me that never arrive. A war in my chest, but I'm still alive. A shadow that fights with the will to revive. Neon man's flicker under my skin. Every fear I bury keeps creeping back in. I run through the dark, I still can't win, so I sharpen my pain like a blade made of sin. This voltage in my bones won't let me sleep. I drown in thoughts that cut too deep. If I lose my soul, it's mine to keep. Night wide hearts would never weep. I'm night wide, pulsing the static. Heartbeat glitching, heavy, erratic. Caught in the dark where the shadows are at it. I'm moving the silence, cold and automatic. Night wide, buried in the neon flood. Fighting all the echoes that drip like blood. If I fall tonight, then I fall for good. Still I rise from the nights no one understood. That city hums like a funeral hymn. It's melody sharp, it's rhythm so grim. I walk through alleys where chances go dim, but I don't bow down, I don't let it win. My heartbeat sync with the metal and rain. Every step forward is born from pain. Dog taught me how to break my chain, how to stand up strong again and again. The wires spark where the memories burn. I'm haunted by lessons I never learned, but every lost soul deserves a return. So I build my throne where the shadows churn. Whispers cut deep, but I turn them to fuel. Fighting my demons, bending each rule. I wasn't made to shatter or lose. Nightwire kings don't die, they choose. So I walk the night with my heartbeat loud. A flicker of fire inside this shroud. Every fall I took just made me proud. A broken soul, but I'm bold. I'm night wide. Welcome to the Rush Kingdom. and hearts break slow. Where the fallen towers whisper secrets nobody should know. I walk among the relics, hear the metal mourn below. Crowned in dust and shadows, I'm the ruler of the hollow glow. This land was once electric, full of power, full of fire. But the circus lost its spirit, tangled wires, lost desire. Now the kingdom sleeps in silence like a graveyard made of steel. Every echo in these ruins makes the ancient ghosts reveal. Footsteps crunching ashes like I'm walking shattered bones. Rusty crowns and broken thrones, all the kings turned into stones. The wind sings through the fractures like a choir overthrown. And I wear the sound in darkness like a cloak I've always owned. Heavy lies the iron crown when the whole was burning down, but I still won't break or drown. I rise from underground. Welcome to the Rust Kingdom, where the iron hearts break slow. Where the fallen towers whisper secrets nobody should know. I walk among gorillas, hear the metal mourn below. Crowned in dust and shadows, I'm the ruler of the hollow glow. Yeah, I had chains that drag the memories of wars they try to hide. All the steel that bled for empires no one lived to justify. But I gather up the fragments, every secret left inside. Forge a throne from all the remnants they abandoned when they die. I am built from their mistakes, I am forged from every fear. Rusted armor on my shoulders, but the pulse inside is clear. If the darkness is my kingdom, then the shadows keep me near. And the rest becomes my legacy, the time cannot severe. Let the metal moan, let the past dethrone. Hear the kingdom groan, still turning to stone. But I won't decay, I won't fade away. In the rust I'll stay, crowned in black and gray. And when the world is cold and the stories all grow old, oh, walk where echoes fall through the ruins uncontrolled. Rust Kingdom in my oh, my throne of iron gold. Oh, my legend never told. Oh, I reign until corrode. Oh, welcome to the Rust Kingdom.